Okay, we are live. So, hello everybody. I hope that you are having a super smiley, sensational Saturday, or should we say a wickedly, wildly, wonderful weekend. So, it's the crazy kick-ass Kylie here, and I have got another incredible kick-ass mum with me today. So, Monique is a beautiful friend of mine, and I got to meet Monique in Mexico, of all places. Monique is based in Canberra, and this woman is a freaking super mum. She is a rock star. And I just wanted to be able to jump online, and we're just going to have a heart-to-heart conversation, two mums on a mission. So, Monique, would love for you to just share for everybody, what's your background, what's your story, just tell us a little bit about you.
Well, thank you so much, Kylie, for having me on. It's been an absolute pleasure doing this journey with you because we get to really combine fun, friendship, and some business. And it really is a beautiful match. So thank you so much. And you're another kick-ass mum, right?
So you That's why they call me kick-ass Kylie, exactly.
And yeah, so I always, I went to school, I was taught to go get a job. So I did. And I had a corporate career for 15 years, worked in big investment banks and in accounting firms for 15 years and had a ball. I really did. I learned lots of skills, met friends. But what happened is that I realized when I had my baby that work-life balance wasn't going to mix well with a little bubba, as well as I didn't actually always feel valued because every year I was begging for time off work and begging for more money. It's like I had to sell myself every year, even though I was a great worker. So me and my husband quit our jobs when our son was born. Bit crazy, don't always recommend do that. I have a lot of balls to do that. And we just chose to find different options in order to create income. And my husband has traditional businesses and I have an online business. And yeah, so we've been doing that for 4.5 years now. And my son is 5 and he doesn't really understand how privileged it is to have mum and dad home. We run all our businesses from home, online, and in the back we've created an office. And the great thing is that we're there for school drop-off, we're there for school pickup in those critical years as they're growing, but at the same time, we're making money and having fun.
I love the idea of making money and having fun. So, Mon, tell me, you are so successful in your own right, and your husband, like you guys have multiple businesses and you really are kicking ass in life. So why on earth did you choose to come and join our little online travel club with our little "you should be here" sign?
Well, the funny thing is, before I joined our beautiful travel club, I actually was part of 7 other direct sales companies, and I had an absolute ball in them as well. Met people, learned skills, got to use lots of amazing products. But the thing is that
don't you love Tupperware? Oh my gosh, I think we're like 3 generations of Tupperware.
You should see my cupboards. I've got my medical aid kits in Tupperware, my stationery in Tupperware. I've got twice of everything. I absolutely love the brand. But what happened is that I got a bit tired of constantly carrying stock and catalogs. You have to buy new catalogs and then carry all my things into the car, into someone's home. Even though I enjoyed meeting new people and doing the job, I just got a little bit weary. And I had to hit monthly targets. And so when my baby was 6 months old and someone came and showed me a travel company online, and I went, hold on a second, I don't need to teach anyone how to go on holiday, and I don't have to convince anyone to go on holiday. So therefore it was a no-brainer for my husband and I, and our passion is to travel the world. So therefore I was like, combining passion with creating an income was a no-brainer. And it's been 4.5 years and we haven't looked back.
Wow. And so let's just talk for a second about network marketing, because I know with a lot of people, it's like, oh, it's the taboo subject and like, oh my gosh, you're in one of those things, or I don't want to be one of those people. And, I just thought, let's just have some fun and talk about all the different network marketing companies that we're a customer of. So obviously we've talked about Tupperware already, so I think we've all got Tupperware in the cupboard. What other companies are you a customer of, Mon?
Well, I needed to sort out some of my wrinkles, so I love to buy from Arbonne because it's a vegan natural company.
Actually, I'm a customer of Arbonne too, and I have a couple of their makeup products, but I actually love their nutritional shakes. They have got a really good nutrition. It's like a vegan, I don't know, like a pea protein or something. So I actually really enjoy those.
I've tried all the different shakes in all the different companies, and I promise you the vanilla shake from Arbonne is the best in my opinion, with flavor and with energy. I feel like a boost when I have it. Woo!
I like the vanilla when I mix it with berries, or sometimes I'll do like a shot of coffee and put coffee in there as well. But the other thing I love, and now we're going to talk about another company, is I love the chocolate flavor, and I put a drop of peppermint oil, which is doTERRA, which is another company that I'm a customer of. And oh my gosh, the choc mint is amazing. You have to try it. It's awesome.
The essential oil, you can put it in your.
Yep. So I just do 1 drop of peppermint oil. I mean, it's no different to having like a peppermint tea, right? So you just pop your 1 drop of peppermint oil in your chocolate shake, and it is amazing. Even my kids have it.
But the thing is, people always say to me, you're always tanned. So I do travel a lot, and I do love the sunshine. But in all honesty, it's the Arbonne self-tan that I use that I look bronzed all year round.
I love it. I love it. And I love wearing Intimo too. I don't know if you're a customer of Intimo. Let's tell them we're having a real conversation, right? So I'm going to dob you in. We're just about to go live. Monique's got bra straps hanging out. She says, oh, that's not going to work. So she did the strip tease and whipped the bra off just before we went live. Sorry, I had to dob you in. It was just too funny not to share.
I love it because I lost too much weight when I was younger. I lost 20 kilos in 3 months, and I lost like a lot of the elasticities, the women's things. So I love the 3434 Intimo bra because it puts them exactly where they're supposed to be.
I love it. I love it. And I actually did a post earlier today. I don't know if you can tell my beautiful lipstick.
Oh, yes. I know that one. I've got that one too.
So I actually wear lip scents, which I think the company's called Senogen. So if you do want some lippy, my girlfriend who's here in Port, she's doing a flash sale this weekend with 10% off. And this is Kiss for a Cause with Sweet Pea Gloss over the top. And I love this because you put it on once, it stays on, doesn't come off on your coffee cup, doesn't come off on your wine glass or your husband or your kids. And when we're on holidays, like, you got to look good for the photos. You don't want to have to reapply lippy. And because we do so many videos now, I pop it on in the morning and then you're set for the day, which is awesome as well.
And another one that I love to use is Mordaire, because I use their toothpaste and mouthwash. And by using it for the past, I'd say maybe 7 years, the dentist keeps asking me, your teeth are getting whiter and whiter. What are you doing? But again, the dentists are taught a toothpaste must have fluoride, so they don't want to look at it. But honestly, my teeth are nice and white because of that amazing product.
Awesome. And there's so many different products. So, if you are a mum and you are looking to do something, I always say, where's my little book? Now, I don't recommend reading this book if you're not into right into business, because it's a pretty heavy read. So I'm just going to save you the time and energy and share a really quick tip. So this is Good to Great by Jim Collins, and it's a study of thousands of companies in the US. This study went for years, and they basically looked at what is it that has a company be differentiated from being good to being great. And it really is an interesting read if you want to study and learn more about business and really being the best, being the elite, the absolute top, 1%. But one of the things in here they talk about is the hedgehog principle. Now, I don't know, do you do this, Mon? Do you draw and colour in and write all over your books?
Yes, I do.
So the hedgehog principle basically says to be great in anything, and this applies to anything that you want to do personally as a career or business, or if you have a company and a business model. So the first thing is you need to do something that you're passionate about. So you need to choose a product that you absolutely love, which clearly is why Monique and I are in our business, because we love to have travel. We love to travel and have fun, right?
Yep. So
the second thing it says is to be the best. You need to be the best in the world. Now, as much as, my background, believe it or not, is health and wellness. We used to own gyms. So we bought a gym, franchised, and we grew to 13 clubs. And so we had nearly 20 years in the health and wellness industry. And so a lot of those health and wellness companies say to me, like, why, with your background and knowledge, why are you not in a nutrition-based company? And the reason is twofold. One is the industry is so small compared to travel, because travel is the biggest industry in the world. The second thing, because it's so small, it's so competitive. There are so many companies in the nutrition industry and everyone's an expert. There's always another product that, you've got to compete against. So what really also drew me to our company is we are the best in the world. We have won all the Magellan Travel Awards. So we can honestly hand on heart say we are the best in the world when it comes to travel. And we are like this close to about to be awarded that we are the fastest growing network marketing company on the planet. So I like to be part of the best. And then the last part is you need to choose something that's profitable. So for example, I've got a friend of mine who is in another company. It is a product-based company and she works her butt off. And so she has a great company, a great product that she's passionate about, but she's not making money. So, you've got to choose a model where you can leverage your time. And I think, Monique, I'm going to ask you about this in a moment, because we build purely online from our phone in pockets of time, because we're both busy mums. I'm a full-time mum. I homeschool Zach and Alana. And Mon, like, you are like the busiest person on the planet, I swear. So just on that, like, how do you get time to even, build this business?
Well, first of all, just touch on what you just said. Another reason why I joined this company is because our product, so what we offer, holidays and travel, is everyone else's reward in the other companies. And then also we are a true residual income because we're a membership based. So as an example, when I did my other network marketing companies, direct sales companies, I loved them. But if I didn't sell that particular month or hit my quota, the money didn't come in. And my mum.
So when you go on holidays, you didn't get paid.
No. And so when my mum passed away in July 2016, I was able to spend 3 months at her bedside in South Africa because I was on a residual income. Now, I can never buy that back. But if I had a job, that would have been a problem for me. Or if I had another company where I had to continuously exchange time for product. Because unfortunately, if you're not working, you're not making money. But to now go on, where do I find the time? Well, the great thing is we are so blessed with some of the team leaders we have that we can actually build this online in 5 to 10 minutes a day, because we have a portal that we use and we have a system in place. And kind of like when you bake a cake, there's a recipe. You can't just say, I'm going to leave the flour out, or I'm going to leave the eggs out. It's not important.
It might not work so great.
No, it won't taste so good. So yeah, we just got a system and we've got an online portal, and all we're doing is saying to people, do you like holidays? Awesome, let me connect you. And so I'll let you go from there. But honestly, anyone can do this. It's just about a priority. It's kind of like, I don't exercise enough. And people say to me, but that's because you don't make it a priority. And it's true. Every day we wake up and we make whatever we feel is necessary our priority. And all you and I have done is put ourselves on an accountability chart, and we just make it a priority to do it for 5-10 minutes a day.
Oh, and let's just talk about accountability for a sec, Mon. Like, you and I are now accountability buddies. So, anything that you want to do in life, if it's important, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. Okay. But it's also so powerful to have an accountability buddy. And, an accountability buddy is someone who is on the same journey as you, who has the same dreams and goals as you, someone who's going to lift you up and support you, someone who's not going to have a pity party with you when you've had a bad day, someone who's going to kick your ass when you need it, someone who's going to high five you and cheer you when you need it. And so for me, like, I've just absolutely loved partnering with you. And, Monique is just such a beautiful person. Like, her energy, she fills my cup every day. And I think that's another thing is, you got to look at your circle of influence. If you're hanging out with negative energy vampires who are sucking the life out of your soul, then, you're not going to be happy, right? So
and that's really tough to do, I have to admit. It's been a journey because, again, sometimes you don't want to walk away from certain people because you actually dearly do love them. but it's also, you got to be very clear on your goals. You got to write them down. You know, me and my husband, we sit and we discuss where we want to be, and then we look and go, okay, how are we going to get there, and who are we going to do that with? And I just want to say thank you to you. I promise you, you know what journey I've been through lately, and you literally, by your name, Kick-Ass Kylie, have kicked my ass. And I love that. Because if you're going to get an accountability partner, you don't want someone to go, oh, that's okay, don't worry about it. No, you'll go someone to go, pick yourself up. You know who you are, now move.
We have this system where we call each other if we have like a negative conversation, or if we say anything that's a disempowering context, we're like, that is a shut up conversation, so shut up.
What does Johnny say? Rank up or shut up.
So we like to have fun too, as you can tell. We like to have a laugh, and we like to party hard when we're on holidays as well. So there was something that you just said that just popped into my brain, and of course now it's gone because I have that, 2-second thing.
But I also just want to share on something you said before, like my husband owns traditional businesses, and we're talking about like, people sometimes feel that that's the best way to go. And again, if you're passionate about that, and there's a cool thing in this book we're reading that says, I don't have a job. I just get paid a lot of money to do what I love. So if you love your role in your government department or your private sector, then you do that, and you do that passionately every day, because you are adding to society, and you are making contributions. So we're not dissing anything. I'm just saying, as a couple who own 3 traditional businesses, and then I have an online network marketing business, my husband was reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And he was sitting down in the lounge, and he was reading it by the fire. And all of a sudden I hear, a word I won't say online because it's family friendly. And I came into the lounge and I said to him, what's wrong? And he goes, yes, that one. And he said, honey, the farm, it's a liability, because we own a farm with sheep and wheat. And even though it's a good liability, it's not a bad liability. It's still a liability, because we have to physically be there. Otherwise, if we're not, putting crops in and making sure the sheep are okay and doing the fencing, then things die and we don't make any money. Whereas with a business, we paid about $500,000 for 3 businesses that we set up. Whereas my business is $150 and you'd be profitable in the first month. Now, how long is it going to take me to pay off $500,000? So all I'm saying is, if you are looking for an option and you're thinking about like, I'd like to be my own boss, I'd like to create my own free time, when you're doing your research, make sure you really write things down, because a traditional business is great, but it ain't easy.
It's not. And we were there too. Like, oh my gosh, we were stressed out to the eyeballs. I remember waking up, I was 39 and I was about to, I think, have a nervous breakdown. And oh my gosh, I was miserable. Like, I woke up in a life that I didn't sign up for. It was almost like how the heck did I get here? And, we were facing so many challenges in our business. We were in, I think about $1 million worth of debt. Like, oh my gosh, talk about stress. And like now, like, oh my gosh, like I just think it's crazy that you can get started for a couple of $100s in a business that potentially could pay you multiple 7 figures, like multiple millions of dollars. And there's people in this business who, like us, are mums. And hey, some people don't want to earn, the big money, and that's okay. Maybe you just want to earn an extra couple $100 a month or a couple $100 a week, to put towards Christmas or to put towards a family holiday once a year. There's zero judgment. What I love is this is your business, your life. You get to do it your way. And so, if you're one of those people, maybe you don't even want to do the business. Maybe you just want to have some holidays with your family. That's okay too. Or maybe you're like Monique and I, and you are a mum on a mission who you want to be like full on as high as you can go. And if that's what you want to do, I'm going to be real with you. And Monique, I'll get you to share your perspective on this as well. It does take time. It does take effort. If you want to get to the top level, if you want to earn multiple 6-figure or 7-figure, like life-changing financial income to set yourself up and your children and your grandchildren and their children, you're going to have to develop yourself as a leader. So Monique and I, we actually hold each other accountable. We do 1 hour of personal development every day. Now people can go, how the heck do you do that? How have you got time? Well, we use an app called Audible, and this is the book we're listening to at the moment, The Official Guide to Success by Tom Hopkins. So we listen to that for at least half an hour a day. But I know, Mon, you listen to it when you're in the car. I listen to it when I go for a walk or when I'm hanging out the washing, just have my earphones in. And then we also listen to half an hour of Jim Rohn every day. And if you just look up Jim Rohn on YouTube, like there is so much there that you could listen to. Or listen to Anthony Robbins, or, you know, whatever you're passionate about. But you need to invest in personal development. And, you know, you're talking about goals a second ago. The more you invest in your own learning, so the more you learn, the more you earn. And leaders are readers, whether you're reading a book like my sample library here in the background, or you're going to seminars and courses, or listening to audios, or listening or watching things on YouTube. You know, the more you grow, the more you learn, the more you earn, and the bigger difference you're going to make to others, but also your goals and dreams become bigger. So it's funny, Monique and I have been in this accountability partnership for, what's today, Mon? Day 13, I think. And I just rewrote my goals just before we jumped online, because I was reading out my goals, as I do 3 times a day. I've got an alarm that pops up on my phone. And I was like, actually, I'm going to cross that out and increase it. And then actually, that's not the boat that I want. We really want this one. So I've already upgraded my goals today on day 13. So yeah, so would love to share your perspective, Mon. Like, you know, some people, you know, they want the $1 million income and lifestyle, but they don't have the $1 million work ethic. They're not prepared to overcome $1 million worth of problems and challenges to get there. So what are your thoughts on that?
For me, it's all personal development. So before I joined our travel club, I honestly didn't even know personal development existed, because I wasn't offered it in my corporate career. Nobody ever told me. I didn't even know there were books like Think and Grow Rich. I don't know, maybe I just didn't hang around those circles. But when I joined the club and I went to my first personal development event, it was hilarious, because I went thinking, why am I going? But I went, and I came home crying. And my husband said to me, have you gone mad? And I said, no. I said, I found our free ticket. I found it. And he said to me, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, I know. So I booked you a ticket to the next event. And he went, I don't go to those events. And I went, no problem. You're coming. Anyway, long story short, 4.5 years in, he loves it. I love it. We read personal development books. We listen to personal development all the time. And the best part is it's 80% about your mindset and 20% action. And all of a sudden, people are coming to us. And the cool thing is this, even with our traditional businesses, because of the personal development we've been offered through our company, Nathan's businesses has exploded. Like through, yeah. we don't even, like when people tell me they're busy, I kind of go, really? Like, are you? Because, and that's not a competition. It's just more like, this is why my husband's like, go and build your business, because he doesn't want to work 12 to 16-hour days in the kitchen. And behind me are his photos, and that's his passion. And we've also got a photography company, but he does the catering because it pays more. But guess what? It's a lot of hours. So the personal development is what keeps us focused. It keeps us strong. So if we're feeling down, besides reaching out to accountability partner, we honestly go straight to an audio.
Yeah.
To fix it, because if we can fix this, we can do anything.
Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Fix this. And I think it was a Pat Mesiti workshop that I went to. I'll see if I can get it right. I think he says, switch this, because it really is about flicking that switch, right? And I think for most people, they're focused on the they're focused on the 80% of activity, which is why you're so damn busy, that produces 20% of the results, versus once you switch this, then you learn to focus on the 20% that's going to give you 80% of the result, which is allows you to scale, because you've got a system where you can leverage your time. And I think that's what I love about what this new online system that Monique and I have tapped into. Like, we are leveraging a proven award-winning system where we can now build our business like literally in 5 to 25 minutes a day. Now, of course, you want to go faster, well, you just put in more time, you do more activity. But, again, it's your business, it's your life, you do it your way. So if you do 5 minutes a day, great. If you do 5 hours a day, great. Like, it's completely up to you. But yeah, I think, so Pat Mesiti says, switch this, touch this, your heart, to get this. Wow. So if you can switch your mindset, touch people's hearts, which is all about, making a difference, connecting, how can you add value and help others? If you focus on this, touch people's hearts, then you are going to make this. So now I just had a thought. We've been yakking on for a little while now, and we haven't really engaged with anyone who's online. So hello to everybody who is online. I can see we've got quite a few people who are online with us. So pop in the comments, say g'day, let us know where are you watching from, and drop us an emoji that, describes how you're feeling, and maybe let us know what's been your biggest aha moment so far, or even if you have any questions, would love to be able to hear from you. And if you are getting some value, we would love you to smash that heart button, show us some love, because, you got to share the love, sharing's caring.
And the only reason we're really doing this is because we want to help others out there. And I love what Jim Rohn says. He says, I have this product, Herbalife, and he's such a great mentor. I love him so much. And he says, if this one's not for you, that's okay. Go find one that's for you. Yes, and Kai and I are the same. We're like, maybe you want to join us. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to join something else. Maybe you want to open your own business. We just want to encourage you to start going and doing what you want to do. Because somehow people think I can't. And I'm like, who told you that? No one but you tells you that. And also, if you're going to give something a go, you're going to need to give it 5 to 10 years, because that's what I've done. And again, I just want to really encourage people. We're just here to say to you, you can do it. And we want to do these lives so we can give you some tips, some encouragement, and some hope that you too can reach your dreams as we're doing.
Oh, absolutely, Mon. And we just have to give a shout out to Ashley Gregg, who's not a mum, but hello, Ash. We love you, buddy. It's great to have you online with us. And it's absolutely right. This isn't a thing to say, hey, come join our team. And look, maybe you don't want to join Modernize. Like, we are really driven. So yes, we want to help everybody. We're all about helping families have more fun, connect, create amazing, magical memories together, save a bucket load as you check off your bucket list, so it is definitely about that. But Monique and I, we are tough. Like, anyone who joins either of our teams, we're like, well, you have to follow the system, you have to plug into training, you have to come to our training events, and you have to be doing personal development. So there may be, that could be a bit freaky for some people, and that's okay. You'll find someone who you resonate with, and your vibe attracts your tribe. So we have this little personality thing that we do, and Monique and I are both red-blue personalities, which are really driven, out there, kick-ass achievers, but we also totally get that freaks people out too. But in saying that, anyone from any background, from any personality, can actually do this business. We have had the quietest, shyest, people with zero confidence who are kicking butt in this business because they just love to help people. They love going on our volunteer trips where they can go on a trip and make a difference. And then, there's those people who are like so detailed and like they're so organized. That's so not me. But, and they are great because they just know how to follow a system, and get things done. So it doesn't matter what personality you are. It doesn't matter what your background that you have. Again, it's finding a product that's in alignment with your values. And I guess to start on that, you need to know what your values are. Yeah. And for me, like, my top values, so my number one value is family. And then my second value is freedom. And like right up there, probably equal top, is definitely integrity, love, and honesty. I'm also about connection. And, when I was a girl, I was a girl guide. So I made a promise to do my best and help other people. So, that's part of, where we're at. But I guess for us, it was all about how can we provide our family a fun lifestyle where we make life an adventure, where we just, have experiences, not things. We absolutely wanted financial freedom. We wanted to be able to create an income online where we could be based from anywhere in the world, but we also wanted to make a massive difference and, to help others. And part of that, I know, Monique, you're already a trainer with our company, and I cannot wait to be there by your side to be a trainer as well. So what are your values, and, how does that align with what we're doing here with our company?
Well, first of all, I just want to let you know that because of this platform, we have been on over 40 vacations in 4.5 years. And when my son was 3, we used to ask him, where do you come from? And he used to say the airport.
I love it. That's so cool.
Our family tries to go away on a trip once a month because we do work very hard. So therefore, that's our time. And this platform allows that. So my son he's been all over the world. And he just thinks it's so easy. He goes, Mom, can we go visit Rudolph? I'm like, where does Rudolph live, Levi? He's like, France. Yeah, we just pop over. But my values.
So cool. Like we had Alana for her 9th birthday. She's like, Mum, I want to swim with turtles and cuddle a koala. So we went to Hamilton Island and we did both of those things. And now for Zach's 9th birthday, he's like, well, Mum, I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to Ferrari World and Legoland. It's like, sure, buddy, make it happen. It's so cool.
But yeah, just with values, it's the same as yours. So mine is God and faith, then family, and then definitely helping others, because I really love to see people happy. I've had a great life. Like, I've had ups and downs. And when people tell me they're not happy, I kind of go, why? Like, I don't understand. And I'm always that person trying to round everyone up. I'm very inclusive. My friends know that. When there's a party at my house, everybody's invited. And then my husband's like, how are we going to feed these people? I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
And then you say, babe, you have a catering company. You'll figure it out.
Exactly. But I'm sorry about the knocking. I have my little one trying to get into my study. He's trying to disrupt our lives.
That's okay. Tell him to come in and say hello. Bring him in. So this is the cool thing about being a mum and being in business. You can do it from home or from anywhere as long as you have a phone, and you can involve the kiddos, which is awesome. Is he coming in or is he camera shy? Hello, buddy. Mwah. How are you, superstar?
So where's the most favorite place you've traveled to?
Bike riding competition.
What?
Bike riding competition.
Your crying competition?
And my bike riding
I have no idea. Sorry.
A bike riding competition. That's cool. What's your favorite country you've been to?
He doesn't remember. It was so funny. Which one?
It's Sydney.
So the funny thing is, we took him to Europe 2 years ago, and it was a massive trip, 5 or 7 countries over 6 weeks, cost an absolute bomb, had a ball. And I took him to Euro Disney and went to Croatia and Greece and all over. And at the end of the holiday, I said to him, so what's the favorite part? And the answer was when Jessie, our friend who got married in Switzerland, when she wore a white dress and she was a princess.
Oh.
And I was like, all those places I took you to. And when he got back to Australia and he saw her in normal clothes, he was devastated. He was like, you're a princess. Where's your dress?
Oh, isn't that? You'll have to show him Michael's photos of him and Katie doing their wedding tour all over Europe in the dress. It's so cool. And like, isn't it incredible? Like the difference, like traveling the world is such an amazing education for our children. I remember back when we started our first trip, we did a 10-day cruise to Papua New Guinea. And I guess I don't see color when I look at people. I see people, you know, and I guess because we've traveled and we've met so many people from all over the world, like I don't look at someone and go, oh, you're, you know, black or African or Asian or, you know, whatever. I just see people. And of course, I guess because we lived in Australia and we had our gyms, so the kids were used to being in the gyms. So they're used to seeing lots of people, but, you know, they weren't used to seeing, I guess, lots of different nationalities and cultures. So here we are, we rock up in Papua New Guinea, and of course these guys are black as the night sky. And they chew on betel nuts, so their teeth are red. So I'm sure to my children at the time it looked like they'd just, you know, eaten a small child and spat them out. So, and because my two were so beautiful and fair skinned and, you know, their bright blue eyes, they kept touching Zach, who was so little at the time. Oh, good looking boy. And he's like, ah, ah. So that was like the first port that we stopped at. By the end of that cruise, they were running around, they were bartering, buying shells at the village, they were playing with other kids. The local prince actually gave Alana his, like, you know, the crown thing that they wore for their ceremony. And oh, it just put so much love into my heart to see the transformation, you know, in our two kids just on that one trip. And then, you know, we did the New Zealand launch. So the kids and I went for 2 months over to New Zealand. And, you know, we just traveled in New Zealand for 8 weeks and lived out of a suitcase. It was like the most amazing adventure. And the stuff that they learned about New Zealand cultures, like they are just so interested. And it's just such an incredible learning environment where they can learn history and geography from the place in the world from locals versus trying to read it out of a textbook, you know, it's amazing.
It is. And so, Kylie, are we going to do this again?
I don't know. Well, maybe we should look at the comments and say, so for anyone who's watching, should we do one of these again? So
what do you want to know? What do you want to learn?
Yeah.
Like,
we've got actually
go from, you know, a corporate job to, you know, building an online business. How do you go from being a traditional business owner to building an online business? And, you know, what are the options there? Because again, we're not experts, we're still learning, but we would love to share what we know so far and maybe just help you if we can, because, you know, sometimes don't reinvent the wheel and learn from others' mistakes. It makes life a lot easier.
Absolutely. You are so adorable. Look at you. Have you drawn us a picture?
Grass.
Grass. That is the best grass I've ever seen in the whole world. That is amazing.
That's what the grass looks like.
Oh, of course. Can you draw something else on that picture?
I'm not finished the grass. I have to get all the way to there.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, you keep drawing so we can see the finished drawing, okay? He's so gorgeous, Monique. Yeah, so let's what's one maybe positive piece of advice or inspiration to finish off the live today that you would love to empower other women? What's your message that you'd love to share?
It's just that you can do it. You can, when you were a young girl, or maybe there's a gentleman watching, when you were young, what did you actually dream to become? Because I dreamt to be famous. Okay, I have tried many avenues. I still haven't succeeded, but I didn't dream to sit behind a desk and work, even though I enjoyed that part of my career. I didn't dream to, you know, own a business where I'm working 12 to 16 hours a day. I had big dreams of my family and where I'd travel and the house I'd have. And so therefore that dream is still in there and it can be a reality, but the steps to make it a reality is to definitely start your journey of I can in here. So personal development, personal development, personal development.
Oh, I love that, Mon. And look, I second that. My advice would be anything is possible. So no matter where you're starting from, if you feel like, you know, everything in your world is against you, maybe you're in a big black hole financially, maybe you're in a relationship where, you know, you're not loved and appreciated the way that you would like to be, you know, no matter what you're dealing with, you know, there is always a solution. And all you got to do to start with is to switch your focus. So stop whinging and complaining about the problem and the things that you don't have or the things you don't like, and just get clear on where you want to go, what you want, and what is the next step that you've got to take to get there. And I think that's probably my biggest message for today, because I think so many people are in that world of being negative and complaining and so unhappy with their circumstances, but they just keep complaining and whinging about the problem instead of actually, one, identifying, well, if that's what you don't want, like that's great, but what do you want? And then what action steps have you got to take to be able to move forward to have that? And I guess for me, you know, when I woke up in that business, in that life that I didn't sign up for, you know, I was looking for, oh, that is awesome. I can't wait to see what else goes into that picture. Isn't this so awesome that we can do this with our kids? Like, I just love it. So yeah, so it's making a decision and digging the ditch to say, okay, today's the day, you know, cutting off the past, putting it in the past, and now looking to the future and saying, what is it that I want, but then focusing on right now, here today, with what's the next step? What action can I take today that's going to be part of the solution to have me move forward? And one of those action steps may be sending Monique or myself a message to say, can I just connect for a conversation? You know, we're not the type of people where we're going to, you know, you get on the phone and we're going to somehow magically suck your credit card details through the phone. Like, that's not going to happen. Maybe Monique's got a superpower I don't know about. But genuinely, like, reach out to one of us and just have a conversation, and, you know, just maybe ask us some questions if you've got, you know, if you've got some questions, or if you're curious, or if not us, find somebody else who has the life that you want. Find someone else who inspires you. Find someone else who every time you are with them, they just make you happy. They light up your world, and find out what they're doing, you know? And so that would be my advice for today.
So what you're saying is, get your mindset right, and move forward.
Absolutely.
How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
One bite at a time, and you absolutely can. Well, Monique, thank you so much, beautiful. I freaking love you, sister. I just feel so truly blessed and honored to call you a friend, my soul sister, and to partner you on this epic adventure we call life. And Mon and I are going to be heading to Cabo in Mexico in June. So come party with us. Come play. It's going to be the most epic adventure, and it's really special for us because Monique and I met in Mexico. So we're really excited to go back and drink way too many cocktails by the pool.
Someone's got to do it.
Somebody has to do it, and it may as well be us. All right, beautiful. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you to everybody who has watched this video, whether you are live or watching the replay. And please pop in the comments. Let us know, did you watch us live? Did you catch the replay? Let us know what was the most valuable insight that you got today. And if you're curious, oh my gosh, that is amazing. So awesome. and you know, connect with us if you'd like any more info. We'd love to be able to help. All right, guys, have an awesome afternoon. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.